Hey friends, welcome back. Today I'm redoing my craft room, and I want to say up front, it wasn't because it didn't work. It functioned just fine.
Hey y'all, I'm Kelley, and this is where cozy meets real life. Welcome to Kelley's Cozy Living.
So I got back a dresser that was my son's when he was a baby, and I couldn't part with it. And that meant something else had to move to make room. One thing led to another, and well, this turned into a much bigger project than I planned. Let me show you how it all went down. I had a stand-up desk I never actually used in the closet. The lower shelves were basically my granddaughter's personal unpacking station. So my first thing was planning to do was take all that out and move my antique cabinet into the closet. So the first thing, I had to take down this shelf and move the brackets out of the way, just to give myself enough room for the cabinet to slide right in. I've got quite a few full bolts of fabric, and I started putting them on the right side, but pretty quickly realized that wasn't going to work, so I moved them over to the left instead. And that's just the thing about redoing a craft room. You might move stuff multiple times before you get it right. Honestly, you may never really get it right. I'm always trying new spots, but it's especially rough when you're doing it for the first time. Next, it was time to move in the dresser from the other room. Once I got it in place, I realized I actually had more room than I thought. So I swapped out the top on my other table for the longer top that had been sitting in the closet. That gave me just enough space to slide my rolling cart underneath. I did not want to lose that cart. I love having all my paint organized in there so I can grab what I need quickly. I got it off Amazon, and I'll link everything I can down in the description box, along with my storefront. Shopping through my Amazon page really helps me keep making these videos for you guys. Now, one thing, I feel like I mounted the power strip a little too high, but it was installed with anchors in the wall, and honestly, I'd rather it be a bit too high than deal with big holes in the wall trying to move it. I felt like there was so much empty space above everything, so I thought maybe I could use those shelves from the closet up on the wall. I tried it one way first and just didn't like it. Then the next morning, drinking my coffee, I got an idea. As soon as I got home from the gym, I tried hanging them horizontally instead, and it worked so good. So don't assume that something that's supposed to go vertically can't work another way. Sometimes you just have to try it. Now it was time to figure out all these shelf cubbies. I already had a bunch of different organization containers on hand, and I redid this section multiple times just trying to find the right placement. But of course, a trip to Dollar Tree solved a lot of my storage problems, and I found some really great new stackable containers while I was there. I needed another one of these wire baskets for paint and foam brushes. I already had one at home. Then I found these clear bins and they were perfect, just needed a lid, so I grabbed a cutting board to stack on top. I had to cut the cutting board down with a saw to make it fit inside the cubby. Then I added some hot glue to it, just to help keep it from sliding around. After that, I found these smaller clear ones that already came with lids. But my best find, these lock-in lid containers, I had never seen them at Dollar Tree before. I actually went back the next day to grab more and they were all gone. Now real quick, here's how I do my folded bolts of fabric. I take foam board and cut it down to the size I need, then I fold the fabric over so there's no raw edge showing. I lay the foam board down and fold it over, and to finish off the end, I fold it up into a triangle and pin it right to the board. Next, I needed to make my ironing board. Now, if you want a really good tutorial, the Little Green Bean has a great full-length video on this. But here's the short version. First thing you need is plywood, or I use particle board since it was way cheaper. I did mine at 2 by 4 feet. I covered it with tin foil first. This helps protect the wood and also makes the iron work better by heating it from the bottom. Next, you need wool or felt, something thick to give it padding. Then I added a cotton fabric on top. Just make sure it can hold up to the heat from the iron, and I stapled the whole thing down. I didn't attach the board itself because I wanted to be able to move it around if needed, but it's heavy enough that it stays put. Now here's where everything went downhill. This table I use as my craft table used to be a black dining room table. I'd painted it white years ago with chalk paint, and after all the crafting I've done on it, it had definitely seen better days. Since it was solid wood, I figured stripping it down to the raw wood, staining it, and sealing it would give me a surface that was way easier to clean. The white stripped off great. The black did not want to budge. I tried paint stripper twice. Even pulled out my sander, nothing worked, so I had to pivot. I ended up covering it with a gel stain instead. It came out way darker than I originally wanted because of that black underneath, but honestly, I still like it a lot better than that hard to clean white surface. Since I had some extra room at the end of the table, I added a shelf between the bookcases so I could set my craft paper and sewing machine on it. That way, they weren't taking up so much room on my actual craft table. Then I added another shelf above that one for my quick grab items, the things I use every single day. I found this label maker, the Nimbot. I really wanted one that didn't require a subscription. This one is great. It's got a ton of free options, and you can even import your own graphics if you want. Now, I have a Cricut, and I love how labels look when I make them that way, but since this is a craft room and I move things around so much, I wanted something that still looked nice, but was easy to remove. I covered some coffee cans with fabric using Mod Podge to put on my new shelf, but I was in a hurry and didn't think to paint them white first before adding the fabric. It's a thick fabric, so if you look close, you can still see a faint logo underneath. Honestly, at that point, I was just ready to be done. What I thought was going to take a few days has now turned into a week just because I've got so much going on. I'm a realtor, I run 2 Etsy shops, and I had videos to edit for the channel. So life comes first. These bookcases used to be stained wood with brass leaded glass. I painted them white and used a silver spray paint on the details to give them a whole new look. This was 12 years ago. Before I knew about rub and buff, I would have used that. When I started this project, I also wanted a new way to film my craft videos since y'all love them so much. My old top-down setup wasn't working. My head kept getting in the way. So my new idea is to use my ring light and film more at an angle, which actually gives me even more light too. If you'd like to see more crafting videos, please like and subscribe. And here it is, my new and improved craft room. Honestly, I love how this turned out so much more than I expected. What started as just finding a home for a couple of dressers turned into a full room redo, but I ended up with way more storage than I had before, and everything finally has a place that makes sense. Let me know down in the comments, what was your favorite change from this whole redo? And also, would you be interested in a more in-depth, full craft room organization video, going through every cubby and drawer in detail? Let me know because I would love to make it for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.